Okay, so I guess a clarification with this one. For answer choice A, the reason that I just went straight into it as soon as they gave me a condition was to see what could I deduce from that, right? So if J and O are assigned to the same team, I know O will be fourth on that team, but that's not really anything new, right? That's one of the original rules. Doesn't help me all that much. So I mean, obviously J can't be fourth on that team, but we still don't know if J has to be first. Although J can't be second ever, right? So J can't be second. We know J can't be third. So yeah, actually, that's all we would need to know. So O is fourth, therefore J is not fourth if they're on the same team, and that means that J only has one option left, which is first. So yeah, so we could read through that whole sentence and think, oh, well, why would J be sort of stuck in first place, right? Why would this limit J's options so much in terms of like position in the sequence, right? Rather than a grouping position. So yeah, I mean, hopefully that clarifies a little bit what my process was there. And then, I mean, the fact that this is an acceptable solution and we can kind of, map that out a little bit, that's kind of interesting to me. I might even split worlds here just so that I have another acceptable solution. And I mean, this is just overall a good exercise to do, to go through this process. So M can't be third in either of these. So a couple of options, right? We could put M first or fourth, right? We could split based on that because M only has two choices. So we want to find a player where there are only two options and then split. We actually could also split based on R and P. So the players that we have left to place are M, N, right? Now N has to be in Y. This is Y here, that's X. And M and N both have to be in that column. So yeah, so let's split based on M to show you what that looks like. So that's going to force us to put R and P here. N has to be in this column. Here, R, P, and N there. So actually, whether we split based on the position of R relative to P, which would get us, well, either R is here and then P is after it, or P is here and R is before it, or we split based on the position of M, we're going to get the same result. And ultimately N has to be third. So that's another sort of helpful thing to note, just the things that these two worlds have in common, right? So if O and J are together, if we know that, then we know the positions of J, K, L, O, and N, right? So M, R, and P are the only ones that can move, and each of those players actually only has two options. Yeah. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.